Welcome to another run here on American Truck Simulator. Got a nice little run today. I don't think nothing too serious, but once again, something a little bit different. We haven't done one of these loads yet, so to my knowledge, no, not yet. But it's a nice little run here. Just finished up the last video, got it edited up and stuff, and got a little bit of time to do another video, record one here real quick. So, but load of excavated soil. It's going from Albuquerque to Gallup. And of course, pouring rain again. I gotta do something with this rain situation. It's like every fucking video it's raining. But anywho, we're over here in Albuquerque, and we have a load of excavated soil, tipping the scales at 39,000 pounds, heading to the BNSF rail yard. So, we all know how them rail yard things go, so it can be kind of a pain in the ass to get them in there. But next rest stop's in another hour or so. Got plenty of time to make the run, so got plenty of time to nap if we need to. It says it's gonna be 3 hours here, so we'll see what happens here, but most likely gonna end up having to take another nap. So, and yep, see. But go ahead, get trucking here. Probably gonna need to get some fuel at some point too. What's that tank making that weird fucking noise? Yeah. If it was... Oh, you dumb shit. Plenty of room to take the turn. I hook it on there. Oh, wow. Probably get our lights on here. But yeah, on to today's topic, Pokemon No. You don't hear much about it anymore. I don't know if anybody still plays it. I'm sure there's some that still do. Obviously, you can't really do it much now, but yeah, of course a lot of people are playing Animal Crossing or whatever nowadays, but it's one of those things you don't really hear too much about it anymore, so. Yes, I know. I never got into it, so I honestly don't know necessarily what it's all about. I don't know what I mean, I don't understand it uses GPS and you're supposed to find what check, see where. Yeah, we'll just go up to that spot. Probably about time I need fuel anyway. So, but anyways, yeah, I never got into it. So, of course, I was never really into Pokemon. So, the my household was pretty much a Pokemon free zone. So, like I said, I never played it. So, but I know some people, some friends, some family have, and they said it's just kind of a random thing where Pokemon pop up, but I don't know. Like I said, I never got into it. So, like I said, because I was never into Pokemon, so it's one of those things that it was a huge thing. Started when I was in elementary school, I think. Yeah, I think it was elementary school. But yeah, I just never got into it. And the whole Pokemon Go thing, when that of course came out, there was how many other games and stuff before then. But excuse me, I just thought, oh boy, here's another bandwagon thing people are gonna jump on. But yeah, and then it seemed like everybody was playing it. But my main concern with that was, people, as it is, texting and driving and everything else, which I imagine there was a few cases of that, probably playing it while they're driving. But whoa, dude, Jesus. These fucking AI cars are just so goddamn stupid. Like, you don't need to slam on the brakes to turn. Ugh. But, no, I don't think there was really any people. I don't think there was too many people that, got into accidents and stuff. But, I don't know. It's one of those things. I know there was people, like, trying to get on fucking military bases and shit. I mean, long before the whole let's raid Area 51 fucking stupid shit. But it's just one of those things where people are gonna be stupid whether or not they have a game to do it, but when there's a game involved, then yeah, people fucking then get even more stupid. So I just supposedly there was injuries and things like that, but it was mostly people being a public nuisance, really. I mean, going on people's properties and yards and everything else, but oops, trying to kind of read a little bit on here. But I mean, it did help people kind of find new like new businesses and things like that. Hold on. Okay, we still got a ways yet before we get to that one. But I mean, people found like different places like ice cream shops and stuff like that. Um, get more business, because people are out wandering around and things like that. So after this whole thing's over with, I could possibly potentially see it going back up again, because people are kind of going, because people are going to be going out around, but supposedly looks like 19 people have died from it. From doing stupid shit. People getting fights over it. There was a robbery and a shooting over it. Looks like people running into stuff, getting hit by people. So, yeah, there was. Yeah, there was somebody drive. Yeah, there was. Yeah, so there was. There was somebody driving shortly after it came out, and he hit two pedestrians while he was playing it. So it's like, yeah, it's it's one of those things. Yeah, 19 deaths and 60 injuries. It's which I mean I guess it's still better than you know a bunch of deaths, but it's one of those things where it's like use your brain, people. Like yeah, people walking off cliffs, people walking into things that they shouldn't have, which resulted in injury or death, or people fucking playing it while they're driving. You know, it's wow. You know, I don't get it. Um, it's Sky City, huh? But yeah, I kind of figured there was some, but I didn't know there was that many. Which, I guess, 60 deaths over, how many million users. It's one of those things where, yeah, I mean, I guess it's relatively low, but still, I mean, you've got people who playing the game and kind of more or less kind of getting themselves into trouble, whether it's getting hurt or getting killed or getting injured, really. Um, it's it's one of those things where why? I mean, I don't give a shit if there's a Pokemon on some valuable Pokemon on this government place. It's it's stupid to then think that it's okay to go on it. I just that's the thing that I've never understood was that whole thing. It really? I mean, you're gonna sit there and fuck around and expect to be let on somebody else's property or even government property to get this? No, I yeah, I don't understand that one very much. Um, but then again, some people are stupid, so it's yeah, I don't get it. It's yeah, I can understand the whole point of it. I mean, it was kind of designed to get people out and about and interacting with each other, which is fine. That's I understand that. That's cool. I can understand that. I can appreciate that. But at the same time, whoa, dude, fucking driving like a drunk asshole here. Fucking dude just about hit me, swerving all over the place. But yeah, nice truck stop I can actually pull into. Huh? I've never had that happen before. Guy pulling next to you. Or is it a chick? It's a chick. That's one of the scariest looking bitches I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. But yeah, I can kind of understand why it was it was done. I mean, I get it. Gets people out and about and gets people interacting with each other and talking to each other and stuff like that. So, I mean, I can kind of understand that. It's kind of a neat idea. I don't need these turned up all the way. There we go. But at the same time, it's like, when you're more focused on the game that you're doing it when you're driving, or it's causing you to walk off cliffs, or shit like that, um, it's time to put the shit down. I mean, I don't I don't quite understand that part of it. It's but I guess you know it is what it is. I mean, there's plenty of people who are texting while driving or searching shit on YouTube while they're driving, but I just, yeah, it was just another one of those added things where people were kind of stupid about it. You can't be expected that someone's gonna let you on their property because there's a Pokemon, or if you think that you're gonna end up getting on some military base to get this Pokemon, no, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, the sheer number of people who, oh, not yet, don't want to turn it down the wrong way, but just the sheer stupidity of it, and it's kind of like now, there's more people that are just stupid about things than actually paying attention to what's actually going on. But it's one of those things where it's really, I mean, your whole, the whole thing is obviously to get, entertainment, but at the same time, you gotta be smart about it. Like, what when you're playing the fucking game while driving down the road or whatever, seriously? Like, texting while driving kills people, but you think that that's fine? I mean, would you put a fucking TV in your car while you're driving down the road and hook up your PlayStation or something? Or like this, do you think I'd be driving down the road and try to drive trucks on ATS while I'm doing that? No. It's just, is it as popular as it was? I guess I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it's they said it's slowly, it's increased by how many, but and they said there was 140 million monthly subscribers, and that was in 18. Now they say that there's still quite a few people, and I don't remember how many exactly are still on it, but it's it's still more and more people are still getting added to it. I mean, I'm sure there's people who get off the game and don't play it no more, but I mean it's still gaining users, so I imagine it's got to be obviously still very popular if it's still growing, but you don't really necessarily hear about it as much as you did at one point. I guess kind of a fad thing. I guess it's no different than when a game comes out on console or whatever. I mean, this game is still really, really popular. Still all kinds of people, like me, making videos. Obviously, people like Jeff Fabiano are more popular. You've got like streamers like Raya Stream and what is it? Palermo Gaming or Palermo Gaming. It's got a blue palm tree. Why am I drawing a blank on it? But one of my favorite streamers that I actually watch, he does live streams and stuff, which I don't think I'm not planning on doing any live streams. So, but he does all that kind of stuff, and he's a pretty good dude, fucking hilarious too. I mean, he's really, really funny actually. But yeah, still plenty of people who use this game and play this game, and it came out around the same time, so in the same year, and you've got all kinds of people still playing it. So, but the difference is there's not really any injuries or deaths associated with ATS. I guess maybe if your computer monitor falls on your face or something, or you're playing ATS, take a break to go get a Mountain Dew out of the fridge. Oh shit. Pay attention here. There you go. Get a Mountain Dew out of the fridge and trip and fall and hit your dome on the kitchen table or something, or trip on an extension cord or something. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think there's really been any injuries or deaths associated with it. But that whole thing, and then it doesn't really surprise me to have injuries and deaths associated with Pokemon Go. I mean, considering there was going to be a storm on Area 51, so does it really surprise me? No. And what a bunch of bitches they were. Fucking bunch of bitches. I mean, really. You do all this thing, there's this whole page on Facebook about storming it, and it's it's one of those things. And then a bunch of people just show up and camp outside of Area 51, and you've got one douchebag Naruto running whatever the fuck. Never was into Naruto, so, or anime and shit. I imagine it was probably the same one that got bullied for running down the hallway and growling and hissing at people. Probably that anime type person. But eh, most people who like anime don't fucking go storm Area 51. I will say that. But yeah, that bunch of bitches. I mean, really, you show up and do nothing. So to have a group of people who have done that, and then it's the same generation of people who are being killed or injured because they're not paying attention while playing a game. Yeah, I can see it. Definitely can see it. It's one of those things where it's like, what were you expecting? To go on a base, catch a Pokemon and an alien? I mean, really, it's wow. I don't get it. Get off this for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's the same generation that did the raid on. Yeah, and you can definitely see the metallics. That's fucking sweet. But yeah, the same generation that ate fucking Tide Pods and uh, camped outside Area 51 because they're a bunch of pussies. It doesn't really surprise me. I mean, granted, Pokemon Go came out before the raid on Area 51, but it definitely makes sense. Um, I don't get it, the whole thing on that. I just it's cool if you want to play that game. Like I said, I never played it, never plan on it, don't want to, never going to. But it's cool if you want to play that game, but be fucking smart about it. It's one of those things. It's like you can't. You wouldn't play Grand Theft Auto and then take a drive down the street, come back, you know, beat up your neighbor and, you know, strangle a hooker. It doesn't work that way. Um, I mean, people have tried to blame it on that, but that's not a common thing. You know, most people have the brains to understand that. Okay, this is not real life. You know, and I just yeah, the sheer number of people who played it versus the number of deaths and injuries, yeah, it's a pretty big difference. But at the same time, it's like, obviously there was 60 really fucking stupid people. Um, it's, yeah, 19 deaths and 60 injuries. So that means there was 79 really fucking stupid people. Whether they weren't paying attention or the whole thing of getting in fist fights about it. Like, really? Or apparently there was a shooting and a stabbing over it. Like, seriously? It's wow. That's all I can really say there. It's just fucking wow. Oh shit, better get flashers on. But it's like, I don't get it. Man, people are gonna be stupid no matter what, but when they have a game involved, yeah, I can see where obviously people are even more stupid about it. Hopefully there's nobody gonna be, well, that's just not regular train tracks, so we should be fine. But yeah, it's one of those things where there's stupid people in every place, everything, every. Yeah, I'm not one to ever want to even remotely text and drive. I don't like that, part of it. That's just distracted driving. Um, Back when I was smoking, of course, haven't smoked in pretty close to, I think, 2 months, pretty close. It's been about a month and a half, I think. But obviously, I've had accidents where I burnt my crotch with a Marlboro cigarette. But um, I just it never really made sense to me, that you could possibly. Oh, Jesus Christ! How fucking dumb am I today? One of the easiest spots to pull into and back up, and you're fucking it up. But yeah, I just, how hard is it to keep your fucking phone on your hand when you're trying to do something, especially driving? Like, really? Texting and driving is dangerous, but yeah, let's just go ahead and snatch up fucking Charizard or whatever the fuck, it's I don't, that's like really the only Pokemon I know, and Jigglypuff. Mewtwo, um, just from my Super Smash Brothers days. That's basically the only ones I know. But anyways, over here, safe and sound. Didn't get any wrecks because I wasn't playing Pokemon Go. Uh, but yeah, I just yeah. Anyways, but yeah, over here, safe and sound. Got her in here. Luckily, it wasn't a huge pain in the ass one. Although I still apparently got on the struggle bus with this one. But yeah, I don't understand why I had such an issue. But anywho, next run, again, not sure what we're gonna be doing, cause I never really do. So, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos. Hopefully you guys are liking it. I think I'm gonna keep keep this paint color for a while. So, and on the flat top. So, like we're gonna keep her for a while. So, but anyways, till the next run, guys. Hope you guys are what am I trying to say here? Hope you guys are enjoying everything. But till the next run, guys, take her easy and happy trucking.